That's 4 grizzly bears. Looks like a mama and 3 cubs. Well, not quite cubs. I decided to come back to my camp in order to be able to get my actual machete, because I'm not sure how thick the brush is up there, and it'll make a good path to be able to go to water. So, came back to get my machete, and I figured that I'll be able to use that to get all the way there. Usually, when you get back to your camp, you're safe. Not in this instance. So this is my first day here, and it's bear country. So safe is not exactly a prime word to be used in the description of this spot. So we should do the trick. It's a sling, has a belt loop. I'll sharpness down. I picked this guy up on my last trip with Eli. I picked it up while we were in Juneau. I needed something to be able to take out with me to Browntown when I took Eli to Browntown. So it's Browntown dirt on it. But this is a good one. It's a heavy one. So not too bad. Yeah, I might swap it over to the other side, but it'll work well. Clear out my path without taking out any, trees, hopefully. Mainly, devil's club, nettles, things with thorns, just to make it easier for me to pass through. I'm going to come back and trim back some of the trees a little bit. But yeah, there's a lot of devil's club up ahead of me. So, I'm going to start by trimming back anything I'm going to bump into. Yeah, but I'm right there. The stream is right there. Oh, it looked like a river when I was a kid. It's like... now it's just like a little stream. I wonder if either it shrank or I grew, or maybe a little bit of both. You know something I didn't bring? I didn't bring any gold panning equipment. Yeah, this is definitely a trail. For those of you that don't know what Devil's Club is, this is Devil's Club. It is not fun. It's not fun at all. And some people are actually highly allergic to the poison in it. So, some people it gets really bad, and if you get hit with one of the thorns, you swell up, and it gets infected. It's bad. Thankfully, last time I was hit with it, it didn't really do much. But I'm like that also with wasps and bees and stuff like that. I don't really get affected that way, which is a gift. That is, yeah. Eli, on the other hand, and Adam, specifically Adam, worse than Eli, gets hit with it really bad with wasps and things. You know, The bears are probably going to thank me for clearing this path. I'm using my tripod like a walking stick. Trying to clear out these nettles. When I come back through here, I'm going to be carrying water jugs. So I don't want it to be any more difficult than necessary. Yeah. So these are Devil Club seeds. So some people make a balm out of the Devil's Club. It actually works rather well. The vapor of it, though, makes my nose stuffy. And great for back rubs. Works kind of like a liniment, almost. Maybe I should have brought my bug spray, because it's wearing off. Oh. I got hit by the nettle. That's gonna be a bummer. I need to watch what I'm doing because I'm getting hit by nettle and Devil's Club, and should have brought my gloves. Actually, I don't know why I didn't grab my gloves when I was down there. Sorry. Alright, I'm going to pay attention to this. I'll let you know when I'm on the other side. Okay, the way's clear. Let's move up a bit. The stream beside me is quite loud. However, I could have sworn I just heard a dog. Or at least some sort of barking. Anyway, I'm gonna just keep going. If memory serves me right, it should go up this way and then cross over the stream, and that's where I'm trying to get in order to be able to collect water. If memory serves me right from 20-something years ago. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna keep going. So, if I had brought enough garden hose with me, because I brought some collapsible garden hose for the island, but if I had brought enough, I could have actually run a gravity feed from the creek here down to my truck for base camp. Anyway, it won't be necessary. It's a little bit further than I remembered. But, yeah. If nothing else, it'll be good exercise. And, whew, we all know I need it. Oh. Okay. I hate these nettles. Okay. I came to another fork. Goes off that way and this way. I'm going that way though. If my calculations are correct in my memory, then that way it's gonna cross the river or creek now, I guess. That's where I'm going. So I'm trying to get the water. Like, don't get me wrong, I have enough water in my 2 jugs to make do. But I would really like to be able to make it to that creek. Yeah. Should have brought the bug spray with me because it's wearing off. Yeah, it's the second time I've been thorned. No dallying. Come on. Well, I am out of shape. Of course, pear is a shape. But yeah, I won't be for long if I keep doing this. Then I'm head up there. That's the way I'm going, and the creek should be right there. But there's a hill. I think I'm gonna head up and use it as a scouting point. Okay, the stream should be right there. So I think I'm gonna cut my way to the stream, then head up there. I made it. I'm gonna hop down, clear out around it. Judging by how clear it is, the location of it, its proximity to fresh spring as opposed to populated areas, and the speed that it's flowing, I'd say it's good to drink. So I'm gonna hop down, clear around it, and get myself something to drink. Yeah, it smells good. Okay. There's like dirt, iron, nothing foul. It's moving quickly enough, it's far enough away from people. It checks pretty much all of the points that my dad would teach of good drinking water. If there was anything dead upstream that was close enough to affect it, you would taste it. Well, you probably smell it, but you would definitely taste it. It doesn't taste off. I will admit the smell of the Devil's Club is definitely affecting my senses. But the taste alone, it doesn't taste bad at all. Luckily, this is Alaska, not Mexico, so you don't really have to worry about, what's that, Giardia, I think it is. Beautiful. No aftertaste, so I should be good to go. Yeah, it's fine. It doesn't even taste like water. Oh, my alarm's going off. I have an hour until I get to call my kiddos. So I think I'm gonna wrap this up. Got my drink, and I'm gonna head back to my camp. Head back to the camp, maybe scout that hill. I can definitely mark off Fresh Mountain Stream from my bingo list. Ding. I decided to come up the hill before I went back to my camp. Got an hour to call my kid until I get to call my kids. That's the hill. Not as steep as it's steeper than it looks. It doesn't look as steep as it is. But this is clearly one of those like meditation spots, because it's this like moss covered hill. So head up to the flat spot. This is awesome. This place. It's cool. There's a tree that's been taken down. Stumps. Several of them. Why does this place seem familiar? Like, I have to return the way I came. I left my tripod down there. I needed both hands to climb. Several of these trees have been taken down. This one quite some time ago, judging by the moss. Why is this familiar? It's late. That was some good water. Be a good spot for a house. Difficult to get materials up here, but you could always source in the area. Just make it like a small log. Okay, I should head back. I have about 55 minutes until I get to call my kiddo. I just wanted him to sleep this time again. It's gonna take me, I don't know, about 15 minutes to get back. Took longer to get here because I had to cut everything down. That's kind of spooky looking. It's this tree there. For a second looked like a leg in a person. That one. But it's not. Just spooking myself out. It's important not to spook yourself while you're in the deep woods. Especially if you've listened to like a lot of like Mr. Ballin and like spooky ranger stories and all that. Oh, if you like spooky, unexplained stories and things told in like a I don't know, a story format, one that you should really check out is called Mr. Ballin. he has one place it's missing 411. He tells stories from a person's book. Anyway, super good. I'll leave a link down in the description. Check him out. Okay. Several of the trees going over this creek looked like they were cut down. That's why there's so many blocking it. Okay. But I don't think this... I don't know, is this the creek I was thinking of? It couldn't be, because it's not as wide as the one I remember. I'll have to talk to Bear and Bam and Gabe. They were the oldest. Like, older than me. I'm not sure who I'll reach out to. Anyway, okay, I'm heading back to my camp. I'll see you guys there. Oh, guys.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Wow.
So, are you just gonna go walking up the road into the Forest Service area?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you going to take the puppies with you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, are y'all going to be riding your bikes, or are you going to be walking?
Hiking and walking.
Hiking and walking.
Hike walk.
What's the difference in hiking and walking?
They're not different. You know, they're just walking is actually hiking, and hiking is actually walking.
Yeah, hiking is just a long way. I missed y'all guys.
Me too. And me too.
Yeah. That yummy pizza. So when I was in Haines today, I went into town to get stuff. When I went in, I passed by a pizza place, and I thought about y'all guys.
I thought that was own pizza.
I know, isn't that so funny? I saw a pizza place, and it made me think of you. And now you're eating pizza.
Now, can you see?
I can see a lot of brother as he's lounging like a lizard, but I can't see your face. You want to lean back? There you go. Now you're both lounge lizards. If you lean back, I can see you. There you go. Lounge lizards.
That's what Adam's lounge lizard's noise sounds like.
Oh.
This is what mine.
Is that what a lounge lizard sounds like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ribbit.
That's 4 grizzly bears. Looks like a mama and 3 cubs. Well, not quite cubs. this is why it's very important to have protection with you just in case. Luckily, just moving on through doesn't seem to be a problem. So, yeah. Hey! Usually if you can get taller and louder than a bear, it won't challenge. Luckily, standing on my seat at my door, significantly taller than the bear, and they just skedaddled. One of them, I'm guessing the mother of the group, did stand up on its hind legs to try to measure up against me, but using the loud noise of the metal of my car mixed with me being able to be higher, therefore larger in appearance than it wasn't a problem. They didn't risk it at all. I'm currently on the roof of my truck. Those 4 grizzly bears came back. The 2 largest of them are on the other side of the brush over there. I've been listening to them tearing through the metal of some of these cars around in this area, looking for food. The 2 largest ones are that way, right beyond the brush. The 2 smaller ones, however, are bedded down over there, near the wreckage of the old house where I've been digging around all day. At first they'd circled. They came from that direction, and then circled on this way. And then the 2 bedded down. And now the 2 larger ones have come back and are over there. I've been on top of my truck for a little bit. Gives me a height advantage in case there's a standoff and they try to measure up to me. That, and it keeps me from being within their reach very well. If worst case scenario happens, I should be able, if they charge and attack while I'm on top of the vehicle, I should be able to stop them. I don't want to have to do that though. So, another thing though, my phone only has 15% left. So I can't keep recording for all of it. If this video is found and not uploaded, I love you, Eli and Adam. Okay, I was able to get my gear and my jacket. I only had 5 rounds for the Marlin. Now I have about a dozen. I was able to get a flashlight and stuff. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm just going to let everything sit for a bit and figure everything out. In order to be able to drive somewhere, if I was going to drive away, I would have to open my hood and connect my battery. And I'm not sure how I feel about getting in the truck because there's a lot less chance of fighting if something happens. So I'm just going to give it a couple minutes, let everything settle. That way I have the time to be able to get in and get my stuff moved around so I can get in because I don't keep it ready for me to sleep. So I'm just gonna give it a couple minutes. It doesn't get dark for a while. I'm just gonna let everything settle, let them bed down, and then I'm gonna go to bed. Just play it cool. I decided it was best to get out of here. There's no need to risk it. And I had 4 grizzlies bedding down around me. So I decided that it is best to just head in. I was able to get a call out to my siblings, to Gabe and Bam, and ask their opinion. And their opinion was pack up and go. So that's what I'm doing. I was able to get my stuff in and everything, and get my truck started. I had to connect the battery post to get it started. But yeah, there's no need to risk it. And I'll come back, and like Bam advised, I'm only gonna come up here in strict like daytime hours, and then after that I'll find somewhere to park for the night. But yeah, that was just too close. There at the end I had the 4 grizzlies bedding down around me. Yeah, so there's no need to risk it. Especially because I was literally hearing them at one point tearing into the metal of one of the busted down cars that's nearby, looking for food or something. You like hear the metal scraping. So I'd rather not be in my truck. So I'm just gonna go park somewhere. Almost likely head to the old school, the elementary school. There is a parking space across the street from it, which I should be able to hang out in overnight. Right now I'm just going through the back road and everything to get to the actual road. So last night it ended up where I had 4 grizzly bears camping around me. So in the long run I decided it was best to take off. So I'll be heading up there during the strict daytime hours in order to be able to look through the wreckage, and then I'll be camping elsewhere. Right now, I actually am at the parking lot of the school. It was super late last night when I pulled in. So, yeah. So it is overcast, which means my solar panels aren't going to work, so I'm going to use my truck in order to be able to charge my generator, and I'm going to head into town, get some fuel, because I'm running low, fuel supplies, and I guess regroup and try to figure everything out.